never liked the bed that's in my attic. I never felt comfortable lying in it. I think it's because it reminds me of the 3rd grade and my first fist fight. I was afraid, but I seen enough movies about being a man that I heard my father's voice telling me to pick up my hands as the boy came rushing towards me. This bed reminds me of the one I went home to holding tears too heavy for my eyelids to carry, so they began to drop them as quickly as the hits landed on my body. The image replayed over and over in my head, but it didn't hurt as much as the jokes the kids would say. Yo, I told you couldn't get a black eye. I think he knocked his gap wider. My body ached against the mattress. There was no internet or television to distract me from the verbal shotguns these kids kept hitting beneath their mouths.
With her when fall comes, when breeze hits exposed sliver of ankle at angle and spine tingles. She is spirit within women, takes no expense but trusts intuition. You wild girl, are composed of her. You are the magic within compilation of earthbound ancestry. You are the reason why the land is referred to with female pronouns, because who other than woman can be raped, disregarded, malnourished, and stripped, but still continue to grow? We are the will to live and recreate. We are the rejuvenation of soil. We are fertile and ever-giving. We reside within the undertow of the forest. We cannot leave this space. We are within it.
Burned down fences, crumbled cinder blocks, we climbed. Grappled at our youth, relying on a wintry mix, a 2-hour delay. When you told me dragging that earth-stained couch to the center of that plowed cornfield would be worth it, I didn't believe you. But I dragged anyway, because I was not going to be the one to dim your eager eyes. When the full moon shone on the scent of weed, you licking that paper, I saw torn tweed glitter, and I knew you were right. I knew it was cold, I knew I had homework, I knew I wouldn't sleep that night, but damn, you could make it seem so easy. Moses, parting the Red Sea of penciled-in dates and flashcards, you made me 16.
I felt her pain, drowned in that late-night wine and song that is her love. She thinks people don't see her, that she has to keep us wing-tied by her side so that we believe that she is hurting, like we all didn't foresee this shit coming. Like he hasn't been cleaning a house with her tears for years, but still she stays. Talks to his family like they all haven't met the other woman. Looks through his things as if digging for treasure, as if she isn't the only excavated gold in that house. But still she stays. Because before she lies to anyone else, she loses herself in her own fabrics. Silks she makes out of tongues, those stories she tells to keep herself strung to him, those stories she tells.
Affirmative action, Black. I needs me all this financial aid. Black got Kool-Aid in the kitchen cabinet, a dining room table the family don't eat at. Thanksgiving dinner leftovers be the next morning's breakfast, Black. What did I tell you about? If you don't sit your ass down, Black, mama love real hard, but she pillow soft on the inside, Black, collect the WIC check, still on Section 8. Never see my daddy, got mad syllables and apostrophes in my name. Teacher, read old English, say Dostoevsky, but still can't pronounce mine, Black. Hashtag Team Natural, be breaking cones, Black. Can't get a job with your hair like that, Black. Gotta grease my scalp often, gotta wrap my hair at night. Be popping my gum and patting my weave when it itch, Black. My man a ball player and he rap, Black. I hate you, Jody. Can't keep a man, Black. Yes, boo-boo, me and all my friends still talk like this, Black.
Rebound to the girl who came before me. I, like seamstress, was needle and thread needed to stitch you back together. You, like butcher, stripped away the pieces of me and left my carcass to rot. Yet I hung on. But I can't forget. Can't forget how you became invisible man. With MIA, you must have forgotten that we were ever in love or that I ever existed when you allowed your silence to drive me insane. So yeah. So now, you're back on my doorstep, torn apart in pieces, willing to be stitched back together, but I am not seamstress. I am not your puppet. I cut all ties. Wasn't it you who didn't want any strings attached? So yes, when you asked me to come back into your arms, I feel like that's asking to be strangled. Emotional asphyxiation is not something I yearn for. I will not.
I have no pedestal trophy. I have no medals, no awards, no accolades. You give me smiles only for me to return in my scars, insecurities, and marred visions for us, love. Your name is etched on my lips and drips from some place of paradise. As if seraphim collided and created you, as if they couldn't imagine creating any better thing. I want to be the king you deserve. But I'm a boy still learning how to cope with the hurt that this world throws at me. I'm sorry, I can't love you as long-term as you had hopes for me. I'm sorry we made love like tomorrow was never coming.
My father sits on living room couch, one arm resting on pillow, the other reaching way back into his past. He doesn't like to think about it often. When my father landed in El Salvador in 2007, the airport staff laughed at his passport, refused to believe he grew up there, a few miles down from the cobblestone roads and yellow house beside sugarcane fields. The airport staff ascribed another nation to his name the same way he prefers a Mexican-American identity to his Salvadoran birth. This is a country so small, we drove around its perimeter in a single afternoon. A country he ran from, a country he is still running from.
The only story they ever told me was how my dad wasn't at my birth. You'd think I was a child the way they censored everything in my home. Never saw them argue over anything than who was cooking dinner that evening. Had to put on our best clothes, smile like the perfect family we were, because my dad would be damned if someone on the lighter side of our family knew he had a struggle. Jobs, money, family issues, never discussed in front of the kids, didn't expose us to such things. No, not in this family, no, not in this house. What they didn't tell me is how my dad dropped out of college to provide for us. What they didn't tell me is how we moved from trailer to project to better project. What they didn't tell me is how my mother stood in store aisle, $5 in food stamps to buy Pampers and formulas. Can't even buy Pampers, but food stamps and Pampers don't cost $5. It wasn't enough.
I was sitting here with everybody, and I couldn't perform for, you guys know why, and I am like blown away at everything you guys have done, how much you guys have grown. I'm extremely, extremely proud of you all.